This is a surface that it approximates points on the reference mesh, and the way it works is similar to fitting a plane. It requires to have a selection, so I will just use my selection tool to pick the area which is interesting to me. You don't need to be precise, so you can even have some missing selection here, that's not a problem. You can also improve your selection using your normal brush tools to get near the boundaries. And when you're ready, all you do is just press the fit surface. When you, for the first time you start this, the software uses the nearest plane which approximates the surface and creates a surface that goes through the points. Initially starts with a U and V 10 by 10, and the user can play with this and control how many control points he has in order to get closer to the surface. For example, I'll just press 20 in this case, and I can see my deviation. The reason we implemented this to go in directly into inspection mode, because it's much more valuable, so the user can quickly see what's going on. You can always turn off this inspection mode and you can see the shade. You can turn on the reference mesh and you can analyze the quality of actual surface. Also, another important point is the orientation of the initial plane. By default, it's selection bounds, which means that the software approximates the selection with the minimum bounding box, and then this is what it's used for reference of the orientation. But the user in some applications may want this to be aligned to the world coordinate system, so you can get a different orientation of the surface. And it really depends on your application how you want to use this surface. Another option that it is for this surface is how smooth you want this to be. You can play with the smooth slider, the level of the smoothness you want to apply, but the smoother surface you get, the more you deviate from original mesh, so you need to compromise between the quality and the smoothness of the result. And when you're happy with this, you can accept. But there is another option in many cases which the users want, and this is the auto command, which probably you use a lot. The way it works, based on the target tolerance, it starts increasing the number of U and V control points to achieve the desired tolerance. You set up your expected tolerance, which is the best for you. In this case, I work with the 50 micron. Then you press OK. It starts increasing the number of U and V direction, and as you see, it achieved our desired goal on the level of 19 by 19. The reason you have some outliers here, some points that are not, because we try to aim for 95% of all the points to be within the tolerance. We do this because there is always a noise, and we want to compromise with this. You can also play this with a tighter tolerance, for example 30 microns, but I wouldn't go too extreme because the data are noisy, and if you go to 1 micron, for example, it will get to its maximum. The maximum number of control points you can get with this auto command is 50 by 50. We don't want to overload this and make it too hard, so we leave this later for the customer who wants to add more control points. But we all know that the more points we have, it's much harder to be controlled and to be used. As you see now, I increased enormously the number of control points in V direction. I'll just leave this as a 26 now. And these are all controls you need to use for the fit surface. When you're happy, you just